So welcome back, everyone. I'm excited about bringing on my next guest. I got a newbie with me. And when they get nervous, you know, everybody, I get nervous too. I love it. So, all right.
Good
I have
morning.
with me Teresa Kiernan, okay, if I say it right. And she is with DryLux Restoration. I want you to get right up on that mic. And I
Okay.
want you to tell everybody a little bit about DryLux and why it is so important for people to listen up and listen to what they're doing here, but also why call them?
DryLux says that we are a full-service restoration company. We're located in Gilbert, family-owned and operated for over 17 years, which is a great quality, especially when you're looking for that, connection, commitment. We really strive for service and commitment to the customers.
I think what's really important when you say that, if it's these big firms, sometimes it's different. It's just like going into a big box store compared to a boutique.
Correct, right. And that's the nice thing about DryLux is because we do like that connection, the commitment, and the quality that we bring to the customers. Plus, they're so well known. Because DryLux has been around, just how they've grown, the growth, the folks that they brought together that know of them, every time I'm out when I am doing something, they say, oh yeah, I know so-and-so, I know so-and-so. I have them on speed dial, and it's like, oh, that's great. It's awesome. So I really like what DryLux brings, being a full-service restoration company and what we do specialize in.
Well, what I love, when she came in, she brought me a cookie, so I bet you everybody that works for them get this great cookie too, and some pens and things like that. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there.
Hi.
Like us and follow us. We'll share the show later on. So let's talk a little bit about you. You said they're located in Gilbert, but they work statewide.
Correct. We are statewide in Arizona, which is great because you don't know where you are. You might have an emergency that you need to reach out. Will it be something that's for water restoration, fire restoration, biohazard, mold, whatever the case may be. But we are, like I said, we're based in Gilbert. We are statewide in Arizona, which is great. So.
And they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Now, when you go to the home, do they do a free in-home estimate? How does it work?
We do come into your home. So basically, you can there's a couple different ways. You can either reach out to us direct, so you can give us a call direct, of course our number is here, or you can go to our website, which is going to be www.drylux.com. But sometimes you might have a plumber, sometimes you might just call a restoration company and just say water damage. So you can Google, or you can give us a shout direct, or you might even be referred by one of our partnering partners. So it could be a plumber, could be somebody in HVAC, or whatever the case may be. But it is a very big community that all work together. So
now,
it might be reaching out to one of those companies to get a hold of us or going direct.
Put this number in your phone under speed dial, because they say a lot of people do have it there, because you know what, you never know when something is going to happen. Their phone number is 480-750-8220. It's extension 220, and the reason why they want you to call Teresa is you connect them. You've been in the business for a long time, and you like to talk to the people, see what's going on, and then you kind of connect them. Is that what happens?
That's correct. I like to make sure, I'm also communicating with the clients that do call in, because I like to make sure that we are bringing the quality and customer service to the customers, because I understand when there's issues. Believe me, I've had them. And it can take you. It can really take you away with everything.
Absolutely.
So
when something goes wrong, your world comes to an end, right?
Because you don't know.
And what you said, what you wanted to get out the most about them is that they are all about quality of service to you and making sure that it's top notch and that you're being taken care of.
Correct.
Write this number down. It's 480-750-8220. It's extension 220. You'll meet Teresa and she'll be able to help you. And this is the kind of thing, was maybe it's you or someone that you know that could, you never know. Somebody always has something happen to them.
Right.
And then of course it could happen to anybody at any time. Now I want to talk about the services and kind of what are the services that you offer.
Okay, so of course the first is going to be water. So you might have water damage. You could have mold. You can have unfortunately fire, biohazard cleanup. Any one of those, is going to be one of the services that we are there to provide. Storm damage, the monsoon. Everybody knows how quick the water comes in. anything in regards to one of those. The number one basic is probably always going to be water damage. But then you think water damage, like in my case, I had water damage that leaded into mold damage, and I had no clue, and I put it off until by then I'd have walls torn out, so, but it's those things you have to jump on, and be able to have somebody that actually can handle a start to finish and know what they're doing, and knowing that they're putting the quality and care and the service into it, for, the clients.
Before they do anything, what is the first thing they should do?
When they come in, or the customer?
They come into the home and it's flooded, or there's a biohazard issue, or something, anything, fire, whatever.
Well, they come in, first they're gonna have to make sure, the premises are gonna have to be safe. We're gonna need to take the proper measures going in and do an inspection. So the main thing is doing an inspection to make sure they are areas, one, say if it's an upstairs, it's safe to even walk around or move. Downstairs, making sure everything's handled with electrical, just testing the waters that they're walking in to make sure it's not gonna, affect anybody else, but not only that, but our teams going in. So, but it's just taking those steps from A to Z, that it's properly done, properly inspected. It's kind of like having the 5 Ps, you have to be properly prepared.
And calling properly the right person.
And calling the properly right person and company.
Now, I want to say that they're 24/7, so any kind of emergency that you're dealing with, they're there to help. You can call them direct. Their phone number is 480-750-8220. It's extension 220. You will get in touch with Teresa, and then she'll connect you. She likes to talk to everyone because it's all about the quality of your experience. And she's walked the talk. She's been through whatever it is that you're going through. So again, they are statewide. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. They do free in-home estimates, and their website is DryLux.com. And again, 24/7. So you wanted to talk a little bit about the localized experience that they have as well.
The experience. So,
or expertise, I said
expertise.
Sorry.
So, with DryLux having the expertise, we do have the background of the 17 years plus that go into that expert restoration, and that's the nice thing. It's the time and everything that goes in there. So you have that expertise coming in, so they do know what they're doing. We have the certified technicians that are going in. And not only that, is you're always going to find one of the GMs, and sometimes even myself, also on that job site. For anybody that calls, you're always going to get me. I like to make the appearance with folks, so you actually know at the end of the day of who you're also talking to. But we are always having to have the customer experience, be comfortable, and just understand what is going on in detail, opposed to not knowing, just saying this is what it's going to cost you.
Right.
And it's like, well, I don't understand. Please walk me through it, because now you're tearing up my home, and there's so much more to it. But making sure that the team is able to go through that with each client, knowing of what you're getting and the quality of service you're going to get.
Now, you had talked about some of the different clients that you kind of partner up with, the people that you work with. Can you talk a little bit about those and who you do partner up with?
The sort of specific clients?
Mm-hmm.
The one that always comes to mind, any plumbing company. So Pruitt's is one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a plumbing company that I know that calls a lot. There's quite a different ones, lickety split. There's quite a different companies that do actually call and refer, just to put some out there. HVACs, there's so many. If you look at Phoenix, there are hundreds of plumbers, whether with a larger company, a smaller company, HVAC. They can be electric, HVAC, everything all tied into one, that they'll also call us to say, hey, come on in. But those guys I know too.
They are committed to enhancing the experience that you have with a bad experience that you get when you walk into your house and something goes wrong, and it always happens at the worst time. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. You can call them at 480-750-8220, extension 220.